Well, almost. We are here for another Sunday night. We a little bit of chaos here in the house tonight, trying to get these kids down. When Julie gets back from her cruise, they want to see mom. So we're having little technical difficulties getting everybody in bed tonight. But we didn't want to make anybody wait. So thank you all for coming in. Hope everybody saw the instructions in the chat. Hopefully we see a bunch of new people here tonight. Good to see everyone here. Julie will be here momentarily as she deals with the kids. That's right, Mom. Business trips are mixed, but someone's still cooking your food, making your bed, and cleaning your bathroom. That's right. So here we go live. With another Sunday night. We'll start saying hello to some people while we wait for Julie to head down the stairs, because Julie is a big part of this tonight. We teased you. We said she's back. She's almost back. She's just about a staircase away. So see who's here with us this evening. We have first in the chat, Mary Ellen. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Shayna Reed. Nice to see you as well. We have Scott McNeil and Chris Cram in the house. Nice to see you, gentlemen. Good to see you. We have Mom's in the house. Hi, Mom. How are you? Z is here. Michael and Maria. Michael and Maria, we'll be seeing you and Chris and Julie Amos and a few others in this chat. And Shayna. Oh, we have a lot of people here joining us in 35 days as we board the Anthem of the Seas for our next group cruise, which is a big topic for tonight. A lot of things happening on that ship that we'll be on in 35 days. Some big news this week out of that. We have, who else do we have in the house tonight? Aunt Christine is here. Hello, how are you? Says, welcome back, Julie. Little Bride did great. Yeah, Bride did a good job filling in. And you know what? I think he likes filling in. I think we'll have him fill in a lot more often as we go on with this. You know, we like getting the kids involved in the streams here in the channel. You know, they're all a big part of our channel. So it's definitely something that we want to keep involved here. So we've been getting a lot of comments on how good the kids have been in the vlogs and how good they are in the chat and all that, and just the good tips that they provide. So yeah, that's definitely something you'll be seeing Bri more and more. We got Sugar in the house. Hello, Sugar. How are you? There's Have Luggage Will Travel. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. And look who is coming down the stairs, hopefully with a smile on her face. We'll see how those kids went to bed. There she is. She is back. We are together again.
Hi, guys.
We made it. We're here. A little late. We operate on
So the struggle is real. Hey, guys. I missed you all. It's been a week. Away from the family, and when you come home, life just picks right up.
Well, we have a few of your friends here in the chat. Keep them to say hello. Rob
guys.
from Cruise Seekers is here. Hello, Rob. How are you? I think I said hello to Julie Amos. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Marcia from CV Traveling's here. Nice to see you. Will G has joined us this evening. All of our old friends are in the house. So I posted it earlier, and I don't know if Julie saw this because
you jumped right in. I was just saying one more thing. One of the things that I hear a lot from people that watch our channel is they love how like real we bring it. Guys, stay tuned tonight. It's gonna be real. I
don't know what that means. I don't know what she's talking about.
I was away for the week. Brian did an awesome job. The kids did an awesome job. But it's like a complete and total like upside down of the schedule, right? So we're gonna bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Brian did great. Although I talked to I was FaceTiming the kids all week or whatever, and it's Saturday. Now I've been gone for 6 days, and Brian gets on FaceTime, and I'm like, "You look like."
I only shaved the beard. Like
it
maybe
wasn't
a
just
couple
the
hours
beard
ago.
though, because I like your beard. I do. I like his
the
beard.
bags. The bags? Was
He
what gave it away?
I should have screenshotted it. Oh, I would share it. I should have screenshotted it. I was just upstairs tucking and Ryan. It was a little bit of a tough tuck in tonight. It was with Katie too and with Kev. I think when Mom's away for a week and they're tired, the emotions run high. And
you know what the best part is? We get to do it all over again in 14 days?
We'll get there. So yeah, Brian did a great job. I had a really great week for what it was, but of course I missed the family. I missed you guys so much, and I got to meet a lot of really wonderful people. On
some of them who are here.
I was on Oasis. Yay! Yeah, I was on Oasis. Got to meet really great people from all and a couple of people in particular. So yeah, people that I hadn't met that I'd talked to before, viewers and people who watch us and subscribe to us, who sought me out on the ship and said, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're talking," and it was just so fun. Yeah, that part was fun. But okay, I'm just coming down from.
No, you're not.
Transitioning the kids to bed.
Well, we'll say hello to a few more people because some of these people I don't know. So I'm hoping they're friends of yours, because if not, they're going to be friends of all of ours now, because that's kind of how we operate on this. So I'll do the quick plug. I don't know if anybody saw the instructions. Julie didn't see the instructions because I give stuff away when she's not paying attention. That's how this works. So I put it in the chat.
I'm not allowed to buy stuff, but you can give stuff away.
Well, it's all stuff you make.
Okay.
By the way, you might have to make some stuff.
So it's all money you make when I go shopping.
So anyway, the instructions were that if we want to see this community grow. So if you bring somebody new to the chat and they come into the chat and they say, "Hey, so-and-so sent me," we'll start giving away. You may have the opportunity to win a string bag or some sort of How We Cruise swag.
I took my favorite new one on the ship with me, and when you were doing giveaways on Sunday, I felt a little bad because I was like, "Oh."
No, we gave away too. We had some winners in the chat.
I saw Shayna posted hers.
Shayna and Shane Nordgren were the two winners.
She got the purple one, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. She got the purple one, and she posted a picture of it, and I'm looking at it online. And I'm going, where the hell did she get a blue How We Cruise bag? So I'm looking at it on my phone, and then it's purple. And then I looked at it on the computer, and it's blue. Like that dress. Remember that dress that it was like, was it white and black or white and blue? And some people thought it was green, gold and blue or something like that. Yeah, I was very confused. I saw that picture and I was like, "Yep, Shane says he got his bag. Oh, you're welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us, and we didn't scare you away, so welcome back." So we have Orange Cone has joined us, says for the first time. So hopefully we don't scare you away either. So let's see, who else do we have here? Anybody that I missed? I see Tina and Rick Spencer. I see are here. I think I said hello to Z. Melissa McDonald is back.
Hey, Melissa, I missed you this past week. Got to see a lot of the same people, maybe from last year that we may have met together. So.
Raquel has joined us from
Family Adventures.
I missed you this week too. Raquel doing very awesome things. Yeah. Watching her channel grow. If you haven't checked her out, she's definitely somebody you want to see. Who else do we have here? I think I said hello to Tony Diaz. Hello, sir. How are you? Shane is here. I think I just said hello to Shane. Mama Yeti is here. Says, hold on. Oh, I got to click on it over here. Hold on. I got to find it. Here it is. Show on stream. There. I don't mean to be creepy, but I saw Julie on Oasis this past week. I saw her a few times, and she looked so familiar. Then I remembered I had watched her Oasis videos and prep for the trip.
Mama Getty,
thank you for coming and saying hello.
Thank you for coming into our chat. Did we talk on the ship? You should have said hello. I don't think that we talked. At least, I mean, unless your name's not. Is it something else other than Mama Yeti in life? And maybe like it's something, and then we did.
Jen DeLu says, "Hi, Julie. I miss you already."
Yes, Jen was there with me. We were working together.
Very good. All right. Yeah. So I think we've said.
I hope that you and your family are all settled back in. I wonder if you had a similar circumstances as me putting my kiddos down tonight.
Now, Tony says, "Thank you, Julie, for what you do for families like mine."
Oh, Tony.
So. For those of you who don't know, Julie was volunteering the past week.
It's a pleasure to do what I do, and it's a privilege and an honor, and really, I'm like welcomed into people's lives and families, and there's just like nothing more special than that, which is really cool.
Well, so Julie was off doing awesome things. A lot of crazy stuff happened, and it's funny. The multiple sides of things. And that's kind of what we want to talk about tonight. And you can tell from the title, we said cruise ship complaints. Should I cancel my cruise? So there's a couple things that we noticed. So we have 35 days until the ship with the flat tire. I think that's what we'll call it now, the ship with the flat tire.
Got the box family with us too.
Yeah, there they are. Nice to see you.
And Jen, thanks so much for checking it, for coming in. And I miss you too.
Yeah,
we had a really good week this week.
Stephen Lewis says hi from Ohio. Welcome in. Will G, is that 5 days until your cruise? Will, is that what the 5 stands for, or is that a high five? Yes. So a lot of things happening this week. And while Julie was away, I like to watch the Facebook groups, make sure she's not getting into trouble, or see if I can catch her having way more fun than she's saying she's having.
I always have fun.
Yes, Marielle, the ship with the flat tire. There's a story there. So what should we start with? Do you want to start with your cruise, or do you want to start with the How We Cruise group cruise? Anthem takes Jersey.
Well,
where do you want to go? Where should we go? Where do we want to? Do we want to hear about Julie's trip, or do we want to talk about?
Let's know.
Let me know.
I was going to say we could start with mine, and then talk about some of the conversation we had, which leads into some of the other that our topic tonight.
So I'll ask this: how was your cruise? Because I followed the Facebook page, and it sounded like it was horrendous.
It sounded like it was horrendous.
Yeah, everything in the Facebook, it was terrible.
On the regular public Facebook page.
Yeah. Well, the group,
because everything horrendous to me was.
Hold on,
we got a couple downpours. We should start over. They were at night.
We should start over. Yeah. Because there's new people here.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know us, I'm Brian. This is Julie. We run How We Cruise. Thank you for coming in and joining us. This is chaos. This is what we do every Sunday night. And
we're usually a little more organized than this. So, anyway, I was just on Oasis of the Seas last week. I was there without Brian and the kids because I was volunteering. And so Brian had to hold up the family. Anyway, Oasis was wonderful. I think it was a really great cruise. A lot more kids than I usually would have expected to see in the last week of September because I feel like everybody's back to school. But we had beautiful weather. We visited Florida, Cocoa Beach, or Port Canaveral, Cocoa Cay, and Nassau.
Nassau, that must be nice.
Yeah. Well,
there's a story there.
Yeah, I know. You're kind of self-love, but we're not going to talk about that for a while. So anyway,
you'll have to stick around for the second half of the line. If you want to hear about Nassau, stick around for the second half.
There was a kick count because I feel like you're let's see, highlights of the cruise.
Well, Brian didn't let me talk last week, so
I know. You're not letting me talk now. The highlights of the cruise. The show. Oh, I got to see One Sky. I finally got to see One Sky. It's a new show. It was on in June when we were on, but we actually went live. We went live from the ship, and that's why we didn't see One Sky. It was a good show. I feel like I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The performers were phenomenal as always. The show was really cool. Like they had like this full size like airplane they were dancing on, and they came in and they did all the songs were related to like sky or air. It was cool. I liked it. Somehow though, I walked away feeling like maybe it just missed the mark a little bit. It had like a lot of the aerial, like it had like dancing in the sky, which was cool. It had the what do you call the people who do like the aerial like acrobatics with like the scarf that they roll themselves up in and then drop and then twist and whatever. She was phenomenal.
Aerialists?
Yeah, like an aerialist or aerial acrobatics. So whatever. That was cool.
How was Cats?
I felt it was very similar maybe to not similar at all in the style, but like some of the aerial art that they did compared to the show that we saw, the Greatest Circus on the
Jen said
Celebration.
agreed. The transitions in the show were a little choppy.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. But I still just walked away feeling like I missed something. So anyway, if you get a chance, I would recommend seeing it. Definitely better than Cats. If you all know we are not a fan of Cats, go back, look through our videos, and find the one where we say we left the show. But yeah, any other highlights of the show? I felt like everything was smoothie. We lost power.
I think my last colonoscopy was better than Cats.
Funny. We lost power when we were in Nassau for about, 10 seconds. It was the weirdest thing. Everything goes out. Like then the emergency lights come on out in the hallway. And I'm like, how do you lose power in port? I don't know what happened.
Well, that's kind of where I was going with the complaints, because I said I must have seen so from my perspective, seeing in the group, the power was out for about an hour and a half. People were stuck in the shower with shampoo in their hair. All the lights were off. People were running around chaos up and down the halls because there was no power. It's funny because
I didn't even know there were posts about that.
Oh, okay, so I was like, oh my gosh.
Here's the thing. Brian picked me up at the port, and actually, no, thank you so much to Lauren and Jen who gave me a ride outside the port, so you didn't have to fight the traffic getting in. Dropped me off at Starbucks.
One way in and out of Bayonne.
Yeah, dropped me off at Starbucks, and you picked me up there, so that helped a lot. So thank you guys. And so I get in the car and Brian's like, oh my gosh. He's like, that Facebook page, everybody's complaining about something. And honestly, I was so busy this week. I didn't have time I didn't see like anything. I barely posted anything on our pages. I think I posted like one short. Really, it's a really, really busy week. It's a really busy week in such a good way. But you're just constantly on the move, and there's not much time to sit and scroll on your phone. So I didn't read anything. I had no idea there was posts about the power, so that's not where I was going with that. But people really complained about it. It was out for like 10 seconds. I thought it was weird. I was laughing. I opened the hallway, and actually my comment was, how do you lose power in port?
So the box, that's Shannon. Right, Shannon, right? Yes. Hello, Shannon. I think I said hello to you. The power. I feel like the power is off for only like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So again, it is one of those things where people are exaggerating, but you follow these Facebook groups and you would think the sky was falling. You would think the world was ending.
Shannon, is it okay if I tell everybody who you are and kind of welcome you into the chat a little bit?
Because you're part of the family now.
Yeah. Welcome.
You're not allowed to leave.
I got to meet Shannon and her lovely, lovely family on the ship. And we had talked a little bit beforehand. And she has her own channel on YouTube and on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I don't have the link. If you, shoot.
She said sure.
Can she can't post the link though.
No.
I don't have her link. Oh.
What is it, her TikTok or YouTube? What are you talking about?
Well, I was going to post her YouTube link, and then people can find her.
You talk.
They can find her on
you talk. I'll do.
They can find her on TikTok from there. So yeah, Shannon has YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, and an awesome channel. And you should really check her out and her family. It's write the name. It is One Bog. I can type it in and I can find her subscribers. One Bog Life.
This one. Yeah.
That's it.
I got it.
Wait, hold on.
I got it.
Our Wonderful Bog's Life. That's what it is.
I got it.
And so they have a service dog, and the service dog Spy was on the ship, and I got to meet Spy too. So that was really cool. But check out her channel. Find out who. I'll leave it at that. You guys, you have a wonderful family, a beautiful family, and check her out for sure.
So I did want to talk. So part of what I wanted to talk about was cruise complaints. And it wasn't in your group; it was in a different group. So, Shannon, I don't want you to think this was about you. So
no,
but we did. So, one of the most ridiculous complaints I saw was somebody had, and again, it wasn't your sailing. Somebody had a service dog on the ship, and there was actually a comment in the Facebook group, and I was like beside myself when I saw this one. It actually said, "Oh my gosh, they let a dog on the ship. I'm allergic to dogs." Like. Come on, like when we see, there was a. Are you talking about that was this group?
Yes, that was.
I thought that was a different group.
No.
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I think Shannon, that was.
Oh, some lady says, "Oh my gosh!"
In the pool. Unbelievable.
Was the dog in the pool?
I had no intention of going.
Was the dog in the pool? No, probably not. The dog
in the pool. Oh my gosh! If you missed that. Cool
dog.
I mean, he's a service dog, spot on. Even at Coco K, right? I saw him lounging on the chair. He's really good. So, but yeah, lots of complaints about So
now one of the other complaints that I saw a lot about, and I see a lot of this in Facebook groups, and I want to hear what people say in the chat. So feel free to chime in on this one because this is a sensitive subject.
I just want to follow up on that.
Oh.
The lady cussed out because she was laying under a chair asleep in the shade.
Well, you know why? Because she was taking up a chair then. That chair hog of a dog. How dare he, I don't know, take up a chair at that pool for more than 40 minutes.
Oh boy.
Boy.
Okay, so what other complaints?
Shayna says, that makes me so sad, mad. Service animals are necessary and better behaved than most people. Which brings us to our next point.
Okay.
So one of the other things that we heard complain about was, and this is a sore topic for us, kids. That people were letting their kids run rampant and running up and down the halls and banging on doors and not watching them at the pool, and several drunk parents not watching their kids, and it was several comments about that.
So I'll speak to that. I first of all will say that I was on a tight schedule in my own kind of bubble. So I don't know that I certainly didn't pick up on any of that. The only thing that I think I mentioned right away was I thought that there was way more kids on the ship than I expected to see for the last week in September, because everybody's usually in school. So I noticed that there was a lot of kids on the ship, but I saw a lot of strollers. I saw a lot of wagons. I saw
little ones,
and some tweeny ones. Like I didn't like everybody seemed to be like maybe under the age of 15. 15.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed to be like that was like, but yeah, a lot of little kids, a lot of strollers. And I didn't see anything out of the norm. I mean, I'm a parent with little kids, so nothing stuck out to me like, oh, somebody should get a hold of that kid. But I also wasn't always, I wasn't at the pool all day, and I wasn't in all the shows, so I could have missed that. But no different than any other cruise.
Now I can sympathize because we are parents that bring our kids on cruises, as you all know, and
Rob, exactly.
We will not tolerate them misbehaving.
But they do.
But they do.
Because they're kids.
But they do. But there's discipline. There's discipline.
And your parent.
So I kind of want to get the perspective.
You always say life doesn't stop because you're on your vacation. Like we're not parents because we're on vacation.
It's just it's not cruising with kids. It's just parenting elsewhere. That's what it is.
Guys, I just want to give a shout out to my lovely water bottle that was made for me. Isn't that beautiful? And one of the families that we were with made this for me, and it's called Katie's Creations.
Ooh.
And yeah, she even has a Facebook store. So cool. She does a really, really nice job, and I really love my.
It's very nicely done, actually.
It's beautiful.
It's very,
yep.
It's very
nice. It's really, really nice. So great job, and really, really love seeing Katie and her family.
So Rob adds on to that the anonymity.
I'll add a link to her site too, in our community page. So, or on my Facebook page.
So Rob says the anonymity in social media channels allows people to. I'm not sure what B and C stands for. Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome.
So the world without social repercussions. Yes, Rob. To put that nicely, yes, some people just need to be punched in the face with a chair. So yes, I agree. But Melissa says, "Dude, I'm jealous. I want one." Well, like we said,
Melissa knows Katie.
She's
beautiful.
Yes, good job. We'll drop the link in the community page when.
I love that it has a handle too. It's got some nice stuff. But I love more that it's personalized.
Tony says some people see kids having fun as misbehaving. Absolutely. Like, people cruise differently. And that's kind of one of the things that we like to say. It's kind of the basis of our channel, how we cruise, right? It's not just how we cruise. It's how you cruise. It's how other people cruise. And everybody should cruise the way that they want. If you want to go and, and you want a nice, quiet, relaxing thing, go sit in the solarium, go, read your book and enjoy your cruise.
Well, that's that's a topic of contention a lot of times too, because either people want to bring their kids in the solarium and they're mad that they can't, or they're mad because people are bringing their kids in the solarium, or that kids are going in the solarium and they're not supposed to be.
Or not just solarium, but any of the adults only areas.
Royal raised the age. So it used to be 16 and up. It is now 18 and up. To go into the solarium. I did not see any time that, and again, I wasn't there a lot, but when I was there, I never saw any kids in the solarium this time. And I have on other cruises. You know what?
So we often say that, kids.
I'm not the cruise ship, please.
Kids misbehaving is usually the result. And we saw this, and actually, it was kind of. I'll divert just a minute, because we did go to the kids' football game today, and I saw some poor behavior. Not by our team, but there were two teams on the field.
I didn't even mean teams. I meant
I won't. By it was an isolated number of players, but the immediate thought that I had when I saw the poor sportsmanship coming out of this small number of players was that they're learning this somewhere, right? This poor behavior and unsportsmanlike is coming from somewhere. So same thing relates to a cruise. Poorly behaved kids are usually coming from undisciplined or whichever.
So Jen has a great question because Jen was on the cruise with me. She said, is the Salarium Buffet adults only? I saw 2 young children in there, but I did not see any kids in the actual solarium. The Salarium Buffet, and many people confuse this, actually is not adults only. The Salarium Buffet, they do allow children in. So kids of any age can go in the Salarium Bistro. Is that
Shayna typed that all out. The buffet is not age specific. Okay. We took our kids in 2019, 14 and 18.
And when we go on the Salarium, a lot of times for breakfast, because we'll go out to the pool early. At some point, we'll get up and we'll walk, 1 or 2 of the kids. Like we usually just spread our breakfast out. That's actually where we usually go on a personal cruise. We'll walk over there from the pool. We'll make a plate and we'll sit down. We'll eat it quickly and then get back out to the pool. Kids are allowed in there. That is the Royal Caribbean, whatever. The other confusing part, at least on Oasis, is there's 2 solarium hot tubs directly outside the solarium. Those are the ones that hang out kind of over the side of the ship. They're big, they're beautiful. What's confusing is that they're technically outside the solarium, but they are part of the solarium and no kids are supposed to be in there. I think that's maybe a not best design on Royal's part because it is very confusing. Oh, Lauren's
I'll go back.
I'll
go back to that in a second. Shannon says, "Wait, there's a Salarium Buffet."
Wait, who said that?
Shannon, the Boggs family.
Oh.
So yeah, you take a couple. That's one of our big cruise tips.
I said Lauren. I was thinking. I meant Laura. I know. Laura. I said the word Lauren came out of my mouth because I was reading another post too. Sorry, Laura.
Laura said, I was just going to say we get dirty looks. And welcome in. Thank you for joining us. We get dirty looks taking our kids to the Salarium Bistro.
Yeah, we have too.
We have as well.
But you know what? I guess we really are rule followers, and as long as we're following the rules.
Yeah. Julie said the team that her son played against Saturday at high school would not shake hands with our guys, saying they were a bunch of losers.
I've seen that. I've seen that a couple times with our kids.
That's on the coaches. That's on the parent. But again, we're talking about. These kids don't wake up one day and just say, hey, I'm going to be a jerk. They learn it somewhere, right?
Hey, listen, it's 9:37, and we kind of haven't even fully dove into the topic that we have today, which is...
Well, we started late.
Well, you're right. We did start late. Guys, I'm so sorry.
We're going to keep you a little late tonight, guys. Nobody's going to work tomorrow.
If they want to stay in.
Nobody's going to work tomorrow on time anyway. So
anyway.
And if you tell your boss, hey, sorry, we were up late watching how we cruise, it's actually, I think, an excused absence. I think you even get if you're a college student, you get college credit or something. I don't know. It's weird. I think you have to put it in that there's a form.
You made my train of thought.
Do you want to talk about the ship with the flat tire or you want to talk about more complaints?
So these complaints, so this Facebook page is full of complaints. Everybody's complaining about everything. And meanwhile, I'm on the ship. I'm missing all of this. Brian's reading it, and he's thinking the cruise is all crazy. It was a regular cruise. It was wonderful. I had a great time. Beautiful weather in both Coco Cay and Nassau, so you can't ask for anything more with that. And meanwhile, I had just gotten back from Nassau. I was just back on the ship. Was just kind of getting settled and transitioning between my schedule. And I get a call from Brian going, "Did you see the email that we got 6 minutes ago?" And I said, "No, I'm busy. What are you talking about? Email got 6 minutes ago." Well, Anthem, our lovely group cruise in November 5th, the Anthem Takes Jersey Week, changed their itinerary. Yeah, so
they got a flat tire.
They got a flat tire. So Anthem of the Seas is no longer going to Nassau in November, not only on our cruise on the 5th, But also, here, I can kind of give you
The
the dates.
12th, the 19th,
and
the
29th.
26th, and pretty much all the way through the end of the year.
Yeah. So Anthem has some challenges it's going through, which just slows it down. It's not dangerous, it's not whatever, but it slows it down. So it's not going to be able to get up enough speed to make it down south fast enough. From what we hear, from the information we gathered.
Oh, we should make new T-shirts. The flat tire cruise.
Maybe I can make
Julie,
I'll make a decal and bring it for everybody.
Julie says the Flat Tire Cruise Facebook is full of the same is the same and full of complainers too. Exactly what we were talking about tonight, Julie. And Kevin Brubaker has joined us. How are you, sir?
So when this gets released, which is almost instantaneously, not our Facebook group, but the November 5th Facebook group for Anthem in the Seas. Oh my goodness. Everybody is up in arms. Everybody is, Nassau's the only reason I booked. I can't believe we're not going. We should skip Coco Cay. Or not Coco Cay. We should skip Florida. We should skip which, by the way, they cannot do. Let me tell you guys, they cannot skip Cocoa Beach in Florida because it is a port where they restock. It's a restocking port. That's where they get their supplies. If they skip Port Canaveral, you're going to be much more upset because you're not going to have enough food. You're not going to have enough.
Any beer. And if there's no beer,
so stop saying skip Florida. I know it's not everybody's favorite port, but you got to stop there because you got to restock there. Sorry, that's not changing. And I'm sorry, it's money. It's Royal Caribbean's private island. You're still going to Coco Cay.
Yeah,
that's not going to change. So that leaves Nassau.
So I mean,
unfortunately,
what comes down to is reading the complaints in the group. They were complaining mostly because now it's been known for quite a while that Anthem's been struggling with some propulsion issues. So it's due to get fixed in March when I think it's March or April when they dry dock in the spring. So they're due. Yeah, Maria just said they've been having the problem since March. Yeah. So they're due they're due to get it fixed. Like they know it's going to get fixed, but it's like one of these things.
It's something you have to schedule too,
Right. So it's one thing when I think about it this way, like when your car goes down, if it's a major thing that you can't safely drive with it, you take it to the shop right away. But if you get your 30,000 mile service coming up in a couple months and you go, I can deal with that chip in the windshield.
We don't make those decisions, so we shouldn't even speak to them. Seriously, we're not speaking to what, how, or when, or scheduling. All we know is that the ship changes itinerary and everyone and their neighbor decided that they were going to complain. And you have people putting polls in the Facebook group saying, tell me what you want me to write to the CEO. Poor Michael Bailey. Somebody else saying, oh, well, I called 5 times until somebody was finally going to listen to me. Listen, guys, here's how I feel personally as another passenger on the ship. Okay. When you book your cruise, it is in the contract that they can change the itinerary. They can change the ship. They can change just about anything. And even if you have travel protection or travel insurance, it can't really help you because it's in the contract that you sign that they can change all these things. I am aware of that when I sign on for cruise. Does that mean it's any less disappointing? No, it can be disappointing. I'm okay with it, but it is what it is. Actually, it is very disappointing for us because we're going to miss our excursion in Nassau, which was, going to be awesome.
We're getting some good comments here.
Yeah,
Rob says, can't they just give Anthem some propulsives? That speeds up my system just fine. Yeah, it'd be nice. Let's see. Kevin says, I still want to join that group just to rile people up. They're pretty riled up right now, Kev. I don't even think you need to stir the pot
just get your popcorn and read the comments.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what you could do, Kev, since there's a lot of people in that group that want to cancel. What you could do is you could give us a call. We'll book you into one of the rooms that they're canceling out of. You come with us.
Come on,
join the group, and then there you go. So all you got to do is buy a cruise, and there you go.
Here's the thing, and I really feel this way. I'm excited for this cruise no matter what. I really am truly excited for this cruise. We have some awesome people going with us, and it's an awesome week to travel. So if you're that upset and you don't want to go and you want to cancel, I hope that you can figure that out and work that out because I really don't want to cruise with you.
Yeah. So now
I don't mean
mean
that negatively. I don't mean that badly, but like I am ready and pumped and excited. So I don't want any Debbie Downers.
No. So some of you in here were with us in January when we were on the NCL breakaway for the Bloggers Extravaganza, and who's got her shirt on right now?
I was gonna say, yeah, I have my shirt on.
But that cruise, unfortunately, we missed a port. We missed Harvest Key due to what did they say?
It was weather. It was wind.
It was weather related. So weather
Big swells.
Weather related, I understand. Like it's a last minute thing. They say, you know what, this isn't
that's
safe.
Safety.
This isn't safe. We can't do this. And I will never complain about that. We had a fun day that day. You get lemons, you make lemonade, and I think we didn't make lemonade. We made hot tub stew. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll have to go check the channel for that video. But
I do have that one up. That one,
yeah. But we missed Harvest Key, and I really wanted to go to Harvest Key. I'd never been to Harvest Key. I was excited about it. But you know what? It happens. Sometimes it happens. I think where I agree with the frustration on Anthem is that it's been a known issue.
Yeah.
And so what people in the chat were complaining, or in the Facebook page were complaining about, saying that if Royal Caribbean knew about this, they shouldn't have sold this as that. Or they should offer people the ability to get a refund or to change their cruise. Now, I called them for on behalf of our group.
Well, we have
a
bunch of people sailing with us.
Right. So we have almost 50 people going with us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we don't want any of them to drop off. But we want to make sure they're all happy, of course.
So we did have a couple people question. They're like, well, that is really disappointing. So there are people in our group even that said, maybe I would reconsider and book a different cruise if.
So we called them.
That's okay.
At the time that I called, they were not offering any refunds or changing of sailings. Now I've heard since then, and again, this is only a rumor, that they have allowed some people to change that. So we're going to follow up with them. But you know what? They're refunding. Well, obviously they're going to refund all the port fees for Nassau, and they are offering a refund, or not a refund, but an onboard credit equivalent to 1 day's cruise fare. So that should be showing up as onboard credit on the day you board the ship. So at least they're compensating in some way. Maria says, we will not drop off. No, you better not. You're coming with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. Let's see. We had a few other people join us here. Eddie Lugo is in the house now. Yo. I saw, who else? Desiree Hall has joined us. Thank you for joining us. Richard Vandenarnd is here. Hello. Thank you for joining us, sir. Nice to see you. And I thought I'll see the world.
I want to ask everybody, because I think you mentioned NCL and us missing port there due to weather. And but Anthem is a little bit different. Mom sent me something. My mom, sorry, mom's iPad just went dead. So that's all right. We'll fill you in on everything. You can watch the replay. So, hey, if you are here on the replay, please, thank you for joining us and hit the like button. So,
hi, Alice.
Anyway, if you knew your itinerary was going to change ahead of time, would you want to change or cancel your cruise? And because that's different. Once you're on a ship and they cancel a port, that's just disappointing. There's really nothing you can do about it. But if you knew ahead of time, like we know ahead of time, does that affect you? Because the question of our live tonight is cruise complaints. Should I cancel my cruise? I mean, if you heard, or a lot of people follow the Facebook groups before the cruise, especially if Oasis 2020 or September 24th had a lot of complaints in it, and you had that cruise upcoming. Because I've seen this in chats before and on Facebook and threads where people have said, man, I'm really second guessing this cruise because I'm watching everybody complain that are in the previous cruise groups. Does that affect you? Like, what do you want to do? Tell us in the chat what you think.
So Julie makes a good point, and I thought that I agree with Julie on this one. This one really kind of annoyed me a little bit. So NCL did not automatically give the port fees back, and when you did, you had to wait in a big line for like $10, so she didn't bother you. So what NCL's policy was since the port got canceled, if you went to guest services and you said, I want my port fees back for that port, they were more than happy to do it for you. However, you had to wait in line and you had to ask for it. It wasn't automatic. So what Royal Caribbean's doing for this one, for our situation, is they said they are going to refund the port fees. Chris Cram said they had to wait too. We had to wait in line on NCL for 40 minutes. 40 minutes for $10 or so. I don't.
I think that's what you said. You're like, I don't know if it's worth it.
So Rob says, I would personally never cancel a cruise because I'm going to miss Nassau. Heck, I rarely ever get off in Nassau. We previously felt the same way.
That's true.
But I will say this: if you look at our vlog of that, is Nassau ready to go yet? Are we close? Are we there? Are we nearby? The vlog.
Oh yeah, June? Oh, I'm working on that video right now. I've been working on that video for a month now. I so apologize, guys. It is literally being edited not as we speak, but it's up now. It's just not posted because it's not ready yet.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be amazing.
But when you see that vlog, what we did with that vlog, we spent our day in Nassau. What we did instead of any of the tours is we got ourselves a little private little charter, and we had a really great experience.
My phone battery is gonna die. I'm plugging in because.
We had a really great experience with them, and we had planned on going back with them. So we're a little disappointed that that's not going to happen. But the good news is their phone number is not going to change, and we'll be back in Nassau again. So we will do that again, and we will have especially right. See the world. What Chris says, the new updated port at Nassau is pretty nice. It actually is.
It's beautiful.
It's clean.
Guys.
Well, it's still new.
I mean, yeah,
they didn't mess it up
they're
yet.
They're still under construction. A lot of the stores are still like they were when we were there today. It doesn't look under construction, really, but they were still, still doing the interiors of some of the shops. But the shops that were there were beautiful. That's where I went and got the kids a couple souvenirs. It's really nice. It's much easier to get over to like Senor Frogs now. Remember how you used to have to like walk through like the kind of like alley-ish kind of like.
But that's usually where you get the best cigars.
But you can still do that on like a blackout. Like you still walk right outside there and still have those streets. You can still get there. But you can walk through the nice, beautiful port. They did a nice job.
Matt says, nothing will spoil my fun. I'm not at work, so bring it on. It sounds like you want to be on our November 5th group cruise. I think this is your first time joining us. I don't recall seeing your name before, so thank you and welcome to the insanity. Let's see.
But it's so true. Like, I mean, a vacation or a trip or even work is what you make of it, guys.
Yeah, Alice said, yeah, it's Alice, as we were just talking about. Hello, Alice. Nice to see you. I should have automatically credited the port when they missed Belize in 23. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. I don't agree with that policy. I really think they should have just credited everybody. But I don't work for a cruise line right now, so I don't have a say.
How you feel doesn't really matter.
But
so yeah.
Now, Mary Ellen says, I'm looking forward to seeing Nassau now. Yeah, you know what? It's nice now. They what they did with it is they kind of, I mean, it's still Nassau. You still have, they cleaned up the, what do they call it? The straw market a little bit. They made that a little nicer. They still have, they made a nice little, they made a nice little taxi stand. It's a lot better than walking through all those cages and fences that you used to have to walk through. If you want to head over to Junkanoo Beach, it's a little bit cleaner and nicer of a walk. To get down to Senor Frogs, you said that's a little bit nicer walk. Yeah.
Oh, but the British Colonial, I tried to get some pictures, but I tried to get it from the boat that we were on, and I didn't really get it. And then I didn't get a chance to walk all the way over there. Cool. But wow, it's still really under construction. I had heard rumors that it was going to be ready by late November, December. It didn't look like it was going to be ready.
Oh, you're saying British Colonial.
British Colonial, yeah. So like the beach and the whole back area is still really under construction.
Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you for joining us. Stephanie has a very important question. She said, is Bahama Port as a whole unsafe? Is there a new port? No, it is not unsafe. No.
Well, it depends on where you go and what you do. I mean, like
I wouldn't go walk around downtown Nassau at night by myself.
Right, well, that's what exactly what I was going to say. Or even like during the day by yourself in like down an alleyway. I mean, and I think anytime you're out of the country is that way. But are the taxis safe to get you to a beach? Absolutely. Is it a safe place to like navigate, especially right around the port area? Absolutely. We're talking Nassau now. I mean, Coco Cay is in the Bahamas. That's the private island. That's just like being on the ship, and that's just perfectly fine. But the new port, it's not. It's the same physical place. Beautiful facelift. Yeah, same physical place, but they reorganized it. They paved it. They made it beautiful, shiny. So yeah, it's really nice. And it's definitely, if you don't want to go outside of that port area, it is super, super, super safe. It is legit just like, it's like just right there.
They added some shopping. They added some stands for food and drink. So it's pleasant. It's nice. It's it's going along the lines. It looks like a coxswain hole in Roatan. It looks like the beginning small part of like an Amber Cove or a Costa Maya. It's built up. It's organized.
Anything. There's no like, well, like if you get down towards St. Fars, like there's no like. There's stands that sell drinks and stuff, but like there's no bars in there. There's stands that sell food and snacks, but there's no like sit down eateries in there. It's nice. Just check it out.
So Kevin,
watch my shorts coming up soon, where you're gonna be able to see it. So as soon as I post that, you'll be able to see. And I even stopped in at some of these particular shops, so that'll be coming up soon. I do have a lot of little content like that to bring you guys. Just little snippets this time. No vlogs, but shorts from this particular cruise. And then the vlog series will continue from our time on the Oasis in June, as soon as I pick up doing that.
Richard says that Newport looks like it can be a serious madhouse, especially if the docks are full. Yeah, Nassau and Cozumel are two ports where they can cram a lot of ships in those ports.
There was 3 ships in when we were there just now. It was the Carnival Dream, the Grandeur of the Seas, and Oasis of the Seas. And those 3 ships, and I think can fit at least 2 more ships in there. But it was not overwhelming, and it was not too packed in that Newport really at all this time. Now, again, that's minus 2 other ships. But it was okay.
Shane has an important question. Shane wants to know, are we ever planning on sailing from the West Coast? You're more than welcome. Yes, Shane, we are planning on sailing from the West Coast. We just don't know when. So I have a lot of family actually in Southern California, right around the corner actually from our good friend Julie Amos. And we want to actually plan a family reunion with them. So we will be out on the West Coast at some point. So not exactly sure when it's going to be because people have a hard time making decisions. But
I'd love to just get another regular group cruise going on out there though too. The biggest issue for us is we have 3 little kids, and that's 5 not too little, but little enough that's a lot of travel for us as a family of 5
group
to get
cruise.
To get the 5 of us over to the West Coast.
Maybe a 2025 group cruise. Do people want to know about the 2025 group cruise?
I don't know what 2025 cruise.
I don't know yet either. We didn't plan it yet, but we're close. We're very close.
This is what I live with.
We're very close. We have narrowed it down to our last couple of options, and it hopefully will be announced in the not too distant future.
Okay. Yeah.
So plans are very well in the works for the 2025 group cruise. However, in the meantime, we do have a lot of space. Well, not a lot of space. We held a lot of space because we want all of you to come with us. So we wanted to make sure there was room for everybody. We didn't want to exclude anyone. So the 2024 group cruise.
You keep talking. I kept trying to say something.
Oh, you do want to talk about
that?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let me.
I keep trying to transition. Every time I go, you go off. Go ahead,
all right. Well, you were talking. All right. We'll go back to Coco. Okay. Nobody wants to know about the 2024 or 2025 group cruises anyway, right? We'll get back to you.
Oh, stop it. Anyway.
Melissa says, please hit me up when you come to Cali. Absolutely. We'd love to join your group cruise.
Marion Dillon. She doesn't have anything booked in Nassau at all.
Julie says, keep saying come visit us. We will. We will get there. We'll get there very soon. But
we will loop back. We'll
loop back to group cruises because there was one other, and we'll start this we'll frame it as almost a complaint because that's what bothered me about it.
Stop. Okay. Because I'm not going to talk about any. All I'm going to say is, when we talk about this with the kids all the time, when life doesn't stop, right? And
Eddie the dog wants to say the dog wants to go out.
Yeah, the dog doesn't want to go out. Life doesn't stop, and good and bad things happen anywhere. And my thoughts and prayers are with anyone who was affected by an incident, or I don't want to call it an incident. There was an emergency on Coco Cay, and thoughts and prayers. So just at that. But when somebody else is going through something, and other people around are so in their own moment that they're concerned and they're complaining, and maybe even understanding that there's something going on here, step back. Just step back. And so again, thoughts and prayers for anybody and everything. But if you see an emergency going on, I mean,
yeah,
I don't think that's the time.
I don't
complain.
know. Our last, not this past Oasis cruise, but the previous one that we were on, we heard several. Royal Caribbean's code for a medical emergency is Alpha, 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 and we heard several of them.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear that,
you're talking about this last June.
When you
we had like 6 or 7.
when you hear something like that, you have to recognize they're not calling. They're not that they're calling for something, and it's not for somebody getting a hangnail. It's usually something that requires some rapid medical intervention. So when you see stuff and you hear stuff, just be sympathetic to the fact that you're traveling with anywhere from 2,000 to 6,000 people, and you're all part of some little family for a week, and that's your little city for a week. So you don't want anything terrible to happen to anybody. So when that stuff does happen, when you hear those things, to see people in Facebook groups complaining that, oh, this thing or that thing ruined my cruise, or this thing or that thing. I can't believe we had to stop at some place to drop somebody off at a hospital. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? That's kind of one of those things that bothers me to the core. And I did see some of that kind of stuff. And
like you pull somebody aside who's clearly already busy taking care of something, and you say, when are we going to open this area back up? You know what? It's a really big place. Now, get up and move and go somewhere else.
Now, if the complaint is, just to lighten things up a little, if the complaint is a little different, we did see one complaint in the Facebook group for the one pool got closed last week on Oasis because one of the adults.
I definitely didn't hear about this.
One of the adults got too drunk and threw up in the pool, so they had to close the pool. Now,
I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, really? If there's, kids and diapers and whatever, those are issues, and or if a kid throws up, then but if it's because adult. Now, I will say this: we had some chalky seas, and we had a lot of seasickness. So if it was, I don't know. But there's also 3 pools on Oasis, so don't let that ruin your vacation. Get up and move, or get out, or go get a drink, or go for a walk. I don't know. Go rock climb, do something else,
or at least be compassionate.
Actually, do you have to be compassionate if somebody drinks too much and throws in the pool? I don't know if that calls for compassion.
Or maybe to the staff.
To the staff, yeah.
Because somebody's got to clean that up. Like, little plug for the staff. They work so hard. We always make sure we recognize them. Stephanie,
I talked to. I'm gonna do a whole. I'm gonna post. I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna post pictures, like at least a picture a day of staff that I took pictures of on Oasis that I got to know, and even past staff that we know, because we take their pictures all the time. And I want to make sure, and also some other people, some subscribers and stuff that we met that I took pictures with. I'll be posting those on our community page. So if you're not already following us there, please. It is a private page. All you have to do is request it, and we will let you in.
Our requirements to join are very low. Pulse, and even that's flexible. Stephanie wants to know if we had a new puppy. No, that was Cruz in the background. He's the mascot for the How We Cruise
I think
page.
He's just excited because I was away, and now I'm home.
Yeah, he missed mom a little bit because Julie is such an animal lover. Let's see. Kevin says, I find it hard to be quiet. I am almost always kind. Yes, that's true. Let's see here. Shane says, it's not a cruise until someone throws up. Julie says, my dog is barking. Your dog.
Sorry, Julie.
And now all the neighbors are up. That's fine. That's why we do the show so late, so we can wake up all the neighbors.
Well, Julie, it's only like 7:00 there.
I know. I'm jealous of the West Coast. They get to go to bed early after this. I have to work. we're up late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do this until the kids go to bed, so that's why
What
we're
was
on
the
so
other?
late every
Do you
week.
want to talk about the Diamond Lounge complaint? Because you told me about it. I didn't see this.
So that was along the lines of the kids' complaint. So now we travel with our kids. Our kids are not quite to any kind of status yet, but there was a complaint that we saw where somebody said, I saw it, that their kids are actually had earned their status, so they've been on multiple cruises, and they brought their kids into the Diamond Lounge. Now the requirement to go into the Diamond Lounge is to be diamond. So if you're a 5 or 6 year old who has attained diamond status, then guess what? You're allowed in there. And there was somebody posting in the Facebook page that somebody was bringing their kids into the Diamond Lounge, and then I think God bless
Excuse
you.
me. That snuck up fast.
And they brought their kids into the Diamond Lounge, and they something got knocked over or something like that.
I could understand where somebody's coming from if they're diamond and they're thinking that they're going to get a nice like whatever, but it's not Salarium. I mean, it's the Diamond Lounge. I mean,
Shane says bless you.
Thank you.
But yeah, so that's yeah, Shane, royal matches status for minors too. Yes, that's Eddie says good and tight. That's true. But what this complaint was, and the person who responded, it was obviously, and this is where I find funny in these Facebook groups and all these other things, is whoever was complaining obviously assumed that this was somebody with diamond status who brought their kids in, and what the lady's response was that her kids actually had earned the diamond status. It wasn't just an inherited status from their parents. So it was kind of an interesting dynamic there. Like if you're 6 years old and you're
I think from I didn't see it, but from what you described to me, it sounds like the woman was complaining because maybe the kids were being rowdy or unruly. And what the mother sounds like again what we were describing. I did not see the post. I'll have to go back and look for it. Was that there was actually maybe a medical condition or a reason for maybe the bit of ruckus that happened. So it was not due to unruly behavior, but rather an incident that was going on, and somebody just jumped to conclusions and thought that it was whatever. But I don't know. I'll have to go back and look.
So we went from
I'll find it.
We went from cruise complaints,
it and I'll share it.
We made a left turn and we went over to the Anthem with the flat tire. And then we dive right back over to complaints. So before we run out of time. I mean,
somebody complained to me that they didn't complain to me. Something happened to me this morning on the elevator.
Elevators are right for complaints.
I have 2 elevator stories. We'll keep it short. I know that we started late, but we don't want to go too late. 2 elevator stories. So the first one is I already posted the short and the TikTok. If you see it, I thought it was funny, and it was done in good fun. It was Tuesday on the ship, and we looked down, and of all the 6 elevator banks, that was Jesus.
I got it.
Oh, because
finish your story.
Because the other dog's barking outside, so now Chris is barking. I'm sorry, guys. You know where normally doesn't bark. Anyway, they have the day of the week on the elevator floor, and that's something that with the kids. We always, every time we get in, we're like, "What day is it?" So anyway, it's Tuesday. I look down, and it says Saturday, and I'm laughing. I'm going, I've never seen that before, because it wasn't missed just once or twice. It was missed 3 times, right? So we boarded on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is Tuesday. So you got Saturday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday, Monday to Tuesday, right? And it was Tuesday. So it's 3 opportunities. So they missed this particular elevator bank. So my mind immediately goes to, well, maybe it was jammed. Like maybe they couldn't swap it out. Like something must have happened but I still thought it was funny. I thought it would make a funny little short. So of course I make it. And you know what? It took all of an hour or 2 for somebody to be like, man, they work so hard. I was like, listen, relax. I didn't make that as a complaint. I made that as I thought it was kind of like an Easter egg, right? Isn't that what they call that when you find something that you don't like, that's kind of hidden, or that you don't really like?
Aren't you supposed to say, before we log off, aren't you supposed to say hello to some people? Aren't there some crew members who requested shout outs?
I hate when you do this to me. Like I'm talking about something, and then you ask me something. I don't know what you're talking about.
How great the crew was, and didn't you say you met so many great crew that didn't Jonathan want to say hello? And
yes.
So say hello to them.
because I'm in the middle of a story.
I'll just sit
Guys,
over here.
I'm legit. Like, I thought you were trying to point me to somebody in the chat or something.
No.
I'm legit in the middle. I'm legit in the middle of something. Anyway.
It was obviously an enthralling story.
I had two. That's not the way to. Anyway, I thought it was funny. Somebody complained about it right away. Guys, it was just in good fun. Second of all, I get on the elevator this morning. It's disembarkation day, but I still have to go get to do a couple different places. I step on the elevator.
Kevin says he super glued it down. That's why you couldn't.
That's what I thought, maybe, but it wasn't stuck because I'm just going to let you in on a little secret. I may have watched them change it at midnight that night. That was pretty cool. Anyway, the next one is this morning I get in the elevator and you hit when you hit the button and the doors are like still closing. I walked around the corner. I'm just like on my own. I'm by myself. I hit the button. Ding. Doors open. I go to get on and there's about 6, and the elevator holds enough people. There's about 6 people on. So it's full, but definitely enough room for me. Like not packed, jam packed. Perfect one for one person. I get on and this guy goes, oh. I was very nice. I was like, well, thank you for letting me on. And he goes, well, the doors just keep reopening. I'm like, I know what happens when you hit the elevator button. They didn't hold the elevator for me. I didn't run and try to stick my hand in it. All I did was hit the button and the doors opened. I thought it was pretty funny. And there was some other people in the elevator that kind of chuckled and kind of stood up for me like, yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, that was his complaint. I didn't complain about it. I just thought it was funny. Getting on the ship is always so stressful. And stress brings out the...
Kevin says that's when I crop dust the guy.
I just laughed.
Can't say that hasn't happened, Kevin. Can't say that.
I hope that he's home and rested and settled in and the stress is eased up a little bit because it's funny. So now, yeah, I mean, what you want me to say? Hello?
Oh no, there were some crew that you had met that you had said were really great, and we always meet great crew.
But do you remember what I talked about? Like right before that, I said I'm going to post pictures every day on our community page with the people's pictures and like give them shout outs. But yeah, I'll give shout outs. Absolutely loved Jonathan and Samuel in the dining room, guys. And Nelson was our head waiter. Jonathan and Samuel, guys, you were just like really, really great. And you know that we love our waiters. Zip, he pops in every once in a while. We always love staying in touch with him and can't wait to sail with him, especially if he's on the West Coast because he's still out there. Yeah, I mean...
I think we have made friends with some crew on every ship we've ever been on.
Oh, yeah,
and we plan to continue that.
Roman was a crew member that I met that was really wonderful. And got to chat with him for a bit. So he was great. He was down in Central Park. The dog's coming back in again. And Nicola was on the rising tide because I went up. I like to sit there and kind of go up and down.
I think I remember meeting him.
No, Nicola's a girl.
Oh no, there's different. Who's the guy? Wasn't there a Nick that we met at the?
Nick was on two Junes ago. Oh, but Mike was over by the schooner, and he was there. And actually, it's funny because one of the people that I've traveled with actually said, "Oh, hey, Mike says you have to go say hi." And I did. I went over and said hello, and I talked to him. So he sends his best. And yeah, great crew. Always great crew. We love the crew.
Richard says I was able to restock my bourbon. Yes, everybody always asks what I'm drinking tonight. We have gone with the it's a barrel finish select of the Woodford Whiskey Wizard Select tonight. Again, not sponsored yet, but good things happening. So
oh, congratulations! I saw all the congratulations when I was going up to see what we're congratulating. That's wonderful.
Kevin says I want to give a shout out to my daughter. Section
Congrats.
6 flag. Awesome. Very good. Awesome. Congratulations. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. We love seeing awesome things happen in this community.
And
very
tonight,
cool
Brian
things.
has his bourbon, but I'll just share that I am drinking iced green tea.
So, well, I will make my...
I love the ice cream tea. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite things. If I'm not drinking water, It's probably ice cream tea, but there's a reason. And Brian is still shocked that I'm sitting here.
Yeah, very much so. But let's do this because there have been so many complaints in that Anthem of the Seas, November 5th sailing, that we are expecting to see a lot of people move or cancel their cruise. But you know what that means for you? That means that we'll be able to get you some space if you want to come with us on a very short turnaround in just 35 days. So I've been checking prices. They're actually not that bad. So if you are not booked with us for November the 5th of 2023, please consider calling out sick from work for a couple of days and joining us. We already have the t-shirts designed and they're available, and they're actually not that expensive either. So yeah, they're not our best, but
they're not the cheapest, but they're not.
Kevin says, I guess I could do a side to
Good
side to side to side to side. Sure you can. Of course you can. Because you know that's why God invented credit cards, right? So yes. Matt says the temptation is real. Well, what do we need to say to get you over the edge, Matt? Just
come on.
Let us know.
Let's go.
If you're coming with us,
full disclosure, there's no Nassau.
Listen. Yeah, full disclosure, no Nassau. If you're coming with us in November, just give us a little thumbs up in the chat or something like that, so all the people that are not booked can feel like they're missing out on something and call us tomorrow so they book. But
Mary Ellen, I wish to, but you're gonna be on other cruises. So.
Richard
awesome
says work ? Yeah,
it is a 7 day.
7 day. But if
Sunday to Sunday.
But if 7's too long for you, in November of 2024,
I guess we could leave you on Coco.
In November of 2024, we will be going down to Fort Lauderdale to do 6 nights on the Freedom of the Seas on the cruise with the group cruise with the terrible cruise name, How We Cruise Freedom, because we need a better name for that one, and we just haven't come up with it yet. So we'll work on it.
Well, we named our channel How We Cruise because it was going to be How We Cruise with kids, How We Cruise with our family, How We Cruise by ourselves. I don't know, How We Cruise
with friends,
Bayonne, How We Cruise Miami, How We Cruise the Caribbean, How We Cruise Alaska, How We Cruise whatever. Like that's who we are. So we want to say How We Cruise. So the reason it's How We Cruise Freedom is because it's
with friends.
Yeah, How We Cruise with friends. I don't know. My logo is cool.
Yeah, I love the logo.
All right, you come up with the names. I'll keep doing the graphics. Okay.
Kevin says, whoa. When is that Freedom of the Seas? Oh, I don't have a ticker.
Oh, darn.
I got to put a ticker up now. I'm going to put up the, I'll put up the Anthem. Anthem, there's the Anthem one, and I will have to make a ticker for next week for 2024. But in 2024, we'll be leaving from Fort Lauderdale on November the 3rd.
Yeah.
November the 3rd from Fort Lauderdale to head out on the Freedom of the Seas to Grand Cayman, Labadee, and Falmouth, Jamaica. And that one is a 6-night cruise.
6 nights.
So you'll save a day on your drink package because we aim to please. That's why we do these things. So, oops, where'd my chat go? There's my chat. But yes, so that is, Brian, have you seen the Jets score? I don't think I've ever seen the Jets score, but I don't also watch a lot of football. I watch more hockey. So
my brother's at the game.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I can't share the picture right now. So go ahead. Keep
I think Kevin, I feel the hook. It's like when you're fishing and you feel the hook set, and now we just gotta. Now it's just time to. I feel it coming, Kev.
So my brother's at the game with his kids and with his family, his kids and wife. I don't think they're gonna be able to see it. But if you can see it, yeah, I know. But here, anyway, I can maybe share the picture. It says my niece is holding a sign that says, "My family is here for the Jets, but I'm here for Taylor."
Shana says, "Julie, I loved your niece's sign." So That's what we got for you tonight. We got a lot of complaints coming in, but it's all going to mean good things for us because none of those complaints are coming from us. And you know what? If you want to complain about being on a cruise, then
well, I think we all have our moments. I've been to you about things.
But. A bad day on a cruise is still better than a good day at work. So if you wait, did I get that right?
You always do that every time.
Bad? No. I like cruises. So Barry Allen says, I just realized I can't have a labadoozy. I watch football. I'll need to have them customized. Yes, absolutely. We'll find a way. There's always a way. Kevin says, I will talk to the boss. No, you don't have to do that. Just give us If she wants to protest, she should log into the chat. So, all right, before we leave, I said that we would give away, if somebody posts in the chat that it's their first time here and somebody else in the chat sent them and they type, hey, so-and-so sent me, we would give away a string bag to whoever sent them over. So if there's anybody new in the chat, make sure you say hello because you're running out of time because we're about to log off. So if whoever sent you over here and you want to get that string bag, post in there for them.
And what do we have coming up too? Wow.
What do we have coming up for what?
So, well, it is, today's the 1st. Mm-hmm. So now we have upcoming Sundays. We got the 8th, the 15th, the 26th, and the 29th. In the beginning of the chat, you mentioned that you have to do it all over again in a couple weeks because
we got funny guys. Kevin says, it's my first time here. I sent myself. Tony says, it's my first time here. I sent myself. You guys brothers? Matt, it is your first time here and you sent yourself. So I don't know.
So
I don't know. Maybe if we see you. Oh,
look at
Jen says first time here, but Julie sent me. All right, we'll send Julie a string bag.
That's true. It is Jen's first time here, and I did send her.
Make yourself a nice string bag.
I will do that.
Very good. All right. Well, hey, listen, guys, it's been a lot of fun.
I think I'm gonna have to get Jen a string bag.
It is a lot of.
But hold on. So next week is the 8th.
Yes.
We're coming live. You working?
No.
We have plans on the 7th.
Well,
we have a couple plans on the 7th, but on the 8th, I think we're good other than football. The 15th, I'm not home. I will be on another cruise. So we will talk about what we're going to do. We'll see. We'll see if Bri gets the week off or I don't know. I'll have to work.
We'll figure out the fit. The kids have games. So
it'd be really cool if I could come live with you.
So here's what we can do. YouTube has this thing. There's a little bell, right? And some people it's working for and some people it's not. But if you head over to the channel and you make sure you're subscribed and there's that little bell, that little ringy dingy bell, you click on that bell and it'll say all notifications, some notifications. Make sure you have that notification bell set to all notifications because then even if you forget and we go live, or if we go live from a ship or something like that, you'll get that notification.
And you won't get spammed too much because it's not like we go live. We don't go live every single day. We don't do whatever. But every time we post a video. Mm-hmm. So when our videos go up, you'll get a notification. And if we're going live, you'll get a notification. So that's helpful. And it's just nice to know that we have something. Even if you can't watch it then, you just swipe
keep an eye out.
Swipe left, whatever. And then you can go back and watch it later. So.
What do you think? You think we're getting the Nassau video this week? Is that happening this week? What do you think?
I just got home less than 8 hours ago or something, or 12 hours ago.
Get back to work.
It's 12. I literally walked in the door. It's 10:23. I walked in the door 12 hours ago. Mm-hmm. 13 hours ago. Yeah. You can have that video done?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna get on it, but I don't know if it'll be done this week. How about this? How about I promise it'll be done before I leave on the 14th.
Ooh, okay, good promise. Good promise. And we'll premiere it so you can all chat with it. How about that? So Julie says, I set an alarm for every Sunday to watch you. What a fantastic idea.
Thank you.
And we very much
appreciate it. We love seeing you chat. Guys, we love seeing all of our regulars in the chat and everybody that comes in. So thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And your reminder for next week, my offer stands. You bring somebody new into the chat, we have some stuff to give away. So we're not above bribery. So come
Friday.
Come join. We have fun. Dave's here. Nice to see you.
Hi, Diamond.
He's been hiding out in the back. He usually is here and he just doesn't say a lot. But nice to see you. Thank you for saying hello.
I love seeing Melissa. Like,
yes,
I always see her likes and stuff.
Yes. Thank you for saying hello. It's good so we know you're here. But yes, thank you everybody for coming in. It's been a great week. We're gonna have another busy week this week. We look forward to talking to you again next week. And in the meantime, if you want to book a cruise, don't forget that we are a full service travel agency. So don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are happy to get you on the cruise of your dreams.
I'm sorry, Melissa. I'll miss you. I wish you could be there too. So the 15th, I will be in Bermuda, and it is on the Liberty of the Seas. So I'll be back on Liberty. So I'm looking forward to that.
First ship that we ever vlogged.
That's true. Can't wait. So not to hold you guys up anymore. Let's wrap this up so I can get some sleep and go to bed because guys, I am exhausted.
I think it's about that time. So like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out or the thumbs down. Preferably the thumbs up.
If you didn't like it, you didn't like it.
But here's your cake.
You don't like it? Get your own.
But yes, good to talk to everyone. Have a wonderful week. Hopefully we get to chat with you. If you haven't,
check out our community page so you can see all of the crew that we want to share. Check out our community page so you can see links that we share, like Katie's Creations. Check out our community page so you can follow along. Check out our community page so that way you can post and we can comment on yours.
We want to know what you guys are up to. We want to see your pictures. We want to see your
pictures of your cruising and your vacations and your
Absolutely.
trips. Know your plans. We want to hear your questions.
So until then, give us a shout so you can book one of our group cruises with us. Stay tuned for the 2025 group cruise announcement because it's coming very soon. And until then, have a great week and
see you on the seas.